Look at that. Lifeguard stand number 8, the Manhattan Beach Pier. That must mean we are at the big one, everybody. Welcome to the Manhattan Beach Open. People walking down the pier right between those beautiful plaques where players can get their name supplanted in history right on the pier. My name's Mark Sherman. Welcome to the MBO, everybody. This is 2022, and this is where it's at. We have an absolutely gorgeous stadium for you all weekend long. We've got 8 courts of play, including right here on the stadium, and this is the one every American volleyball player wants, everybody. And we're about to start it up in our 32-team main draw. We're going to throw it on over to DJ Rouchet for the intros. What's up, DJ?
Thanks, Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome to the Manhattan Beach Open. We are starting off right here this morning. This first team plays together at USC. This first player plays beach volleyball. Across her first 2 seasons, won 26 consecutive matches. 2-time national champion. Put your hands together for Nicole Nourse. And her partner, who happens to be her twin sister, wearing the exact same outfit. I won't be able to tell them apart. 2019 AVCA High School Beach Volleyball All-American, also 2-time national champion from USC. Put your hands together for Audrey Nourse. And their coach. She is a 72-time winner and two-time Manhattan Beach Open champion. Please put your hands together for the legend, Holly McPeak. And their opponents. She scored the final kill in the NCAA championship match against Pepperdine to clinch the title for USC as a junior. Won her first AVP Pro Series event just south of here in Hermosa Beach a few weeks ago. A 2-time national champion at USC. Her twin sister is here somewhere from Pittsford, New York. Put your hands together for Therese Cannon. And her partner helped bring UCLA its first beach volleyball NCAA championship in 2018. Then she went on to represent the United States of America at the Tokyo Olympics. Put your hands together for the Olympian, Sarah Sponcil. And their coach, who said it's 35 steps from box to box, Scott Davenport. Crowd is loving those stats, Scott. Thanks.
DJ Rouchet really coming into his own on those intros. I'm a fan. Like, he's only doing the first 2 matches of the tournament, but I am very willing to give him more. And after he intros Holly McPeak, I was really curious as to what he was going to say about Davy. This is the first serve of the Manhattan Beach Open, and it goes to, well, one of the Nourse twins. That is Audrey Nourse. The right-handed player playing on the left side is Audrey. The left-handed player playing on the right side is Nicole. Nicole back to serve. If you can tell them apart any other way, bravo, because I cannot. Sponcil, she's dug. On 2, the power pokey from Therese Cannon, 1-1. Nourse and Nourse, the twins, had to come through yesterday's qualifier. This is the only AVP event this year that has an on-site qualifier. The other Pro Series, Gold Series events are qualifying teams via separate tournaments, but yesterday we had 76 men's teams, 42 women's teams qualifying in a single elimination tournament of its own to make it into this 32-team bracket. Therese with her second pokey kill for 2-1. Therese, Audrey, and Nicole, teammates at USC. Therese done now as a Trojan. Audrey and Nicole have a couple more years to play. Therese Cannon with the ace, and it's 3-1. Those two had to play 2 matches yesterday to get here into the main draw. Coached, as you heard, from DJ Rouchet by the legend Holly McPeak. That falls just out of bounds. 4 straight points for Cannon and Sponcil. Nourse coming in as the 32 seed. Cannon and Sponcil are the 1 seed here in Manhattan. Nice serve right up the middle, and that thing was moving. Man, that float serve didn't have an ounce of spin to it. And it was just dancing back and forth between Nourse and Nourse. 5 points in a row, 1 point to the first side. Switch. Going back to Audrey this time. Into the angle, out of bounds again, 6 in a row, and we will take that side switch. Therese and Sarah got their first win on the AVP, both of their first individual wins, their first as a team, of course, in Hermosa Beach, just about 1.5 miles south of where we're at right now on the north side of the Hermosa Beach Pier. Audrey and Nicole, 62-10 in their 2.5 years at USC, now 2-time national champions. Their first year, their freshman year, was to be what we're calling the COVID year. In 2020, they played about half a season before that got canceled. They got their year of eligibility back. Then they won 2 straight national championships at SC, and they've got 2 years to go. Cannon and Sponcil, 7 points in a row. Hot start from them to start off the MBO.
We're always very fortunate to have volunteers at all these events. It's confusing.
Cannon and Sponcil have won 10 of their last 13 matches. They had a bit of a letdown after their win in Hermosa in Fort Lauderdale, but came back and played pretty strong in Atlanta, lost in the finals. And they are hungry to get their names on the pier. They're coached by Scott Davenport, longtime player on the AVP, and now a longtime coach as well. Holly McPeak, outside of their college playing, has been coaching Nicole and Audrey Nourse for quite a while. And of course, at USC, the Nourses and Therese Cannon, coached by the gold medalist Dane Blanton, head coach for the women of Troy. Sarah Sponcil out of USC, so an all Pac-12 first match, soon to be an all Big Ten. Scooping one in the angle, but Therese Cannon gets the net, and it's 2-7. Audrey Nourse with the serve from the middle. That one goes up the middle. That one was dancing as well. Nice job to stick with it from Sponcil. Oh, the back set, the dish. 4 good setters on the court right now. Sponcil and Cannon do get the side out for 8-2. Probably the best setter, maybe on tour on the women's side, is Sarah Sponcil, who we're looking at right now. Phenomenal hands, learned to set with her hands at a young age, growing up in Phoenix, Arizona. Ooh, great touch and dig that becomes a set. Therese Cannon, that controlled block. She is so solid at the net. 2 types of blocks you can get. You can get a stuff block, a block for a kill, a terminal block, however you want to say it, that goes down for the point. And then a controlled block is one like that. You get to touch on the block, and either you or your partner have an opportunity to play it. And Sponcil and Cannon really on a roll here to start, 10-2. Beautiful serve to the sideline, but great job by Audrey to stick with it. Sponcil there for the dig. She hammers in the angle for 11-2. Ooh, what do we got for breakfast, Dano? Got some eggs, got some bacon, got some strawberries. Dane Blanton ready to come on the broadcast for the next match. You gotta bring breakfast. You gotta bring the smells into the booth right away, Dane. High off the fingertips, 12-2. We take our side switch. Oh. Do I want more gear? David Kim asking me if I want more gear. David, I always want more gear. I have I have to clean out my dresser every 2 months because of how much gear you give me. So I need to constantly, yeah, I'll take it. Dane's like, where's my gear? I want more gear. Oh, Therese with the pull, the perfect dig, and up and over. Man, not just over the block, but with downward trajectory. Therese gets way up there. And when she fully extends at the top, she is very hard to stop. 13-2. Deep floater, that was probably headed right for the back line. Audrey, the one-arm stab. Another chance after the dig right back from Audrey Nourse. Sponcil to the corner and right on the corner. Man, absolutely locked in. Therese has been affecting things at the net so well when they swing hard into the angle. Sponcil's just waiting for it. That serve into the net, 3-14. Nicole back to serve. Nicole and Audrey out of Newport Beach, California, down in the OC, a bit south of here. Went to Orange Lutheran High School. Perfect set for Therese, but a great dig from Nicole. The cutty, Sarah's on it. It'll be a free ball over. The Nourses with the chance to turn a point here. To the outside, love that play, but Therese is ready for it. Another chance, Nicole with the right. Longest rally of the match so far. And finding the open line. That set was pushed out towards the antenna, actually right on the antenna, and Therese thought maybe she only had the angle to work with, so she sort of dove into the angle, but the set ended up dying a bit further inside than she thought it would. And Nicole found the open line. 4-14. Oh, tight pass. Sarah gets it before it gets to the net. And Cannon with the heavy finish. Another good float serve. This time off the edge of the block and out of bounds. 5-15, 1 point to the technical timeout here in set number 1. Wrapping one up, double contact will be the call. It hits Therese twice. The stuff. And the Nourses get us to the technical timeout, 6-15.
Number 1 of match number 1 of 10 today here on Stadium Court.
Winner of this match will play again at 11 o'clock, but heading into that, we've got Skulls Urango, fresh off their Gold Series win in Atlanta. We'll be taking Gebhard and Riley in their first match, 4 versus 29 matchup. Then we'll switch over to the gentlemen. Rick Cervantes coming through the qualifier with Safe, taking on Lotman and Partain off of their win in Atlanta. They'll be followed by Try and Trevor, who begin their back-to-back quest here in Manhattan Beach, taking on Harrison and Siragusa. Bourne and Crabb got their names at the pier ceremony yesterday. The legend Stein Metzger, also from Honolulu. Those 3 guys learned how to play on the same baby court at Outrigger Canoe Club, and Stein got to welcome them to the Manhattan Beach Pier. Stein Metzger, a 2-time winner himself. Trevor, now a 2-time Manhattan Beach Open winner, and Try got his name on the pier for the first time. Up and over in the line goes Therese Cannon, 16-6. There are 32 teams for both the men and the women. This is a double elimination tournament. Team that wins this match will play again at 11, as I said. If they win that one, they'll go to the 3rd round of the winner's bracket and play tomorrow morning. Now 17-6. You can follow along with the action, as always, at avp.com/brackets. The touch by Therese, the dig by Sarah, and then a little shoulder action there. Sometimes just got to get in the way of the ball and see what happens, but Sarah, with another chance, gets the kill. So winner of this match up again on Stadium Court. You'll see them here at 11 a.m. against the winner of Gaffney Rice, Chelsea Rice and Jess Gaffney playing together for the first time. Or did I say Chelsea Rice? I meant Megan Rice and Jess Gaffney. Nice angle there for the put away from Nourse. Megan Rice, Jess Gaffney taking on Aurora Davis and Tegan Van Gunst. Gaffney Rice up 16-10 in the first set. Scoop! Right back at you with one-handed. Goes Sponcil. Free ball coming back over. Nicole takes this one. The lefty from the left for 8-18. A little more life here from Nourse and Nourse as we get past the halfway point of set number 2. This one's probably well out of hand, but of course we start back at 0 in set number 2, so they'll be looking for something that they can expose in Cannon and Sponcil in the second set. Get a little momentum here in the first. National champions on Stadium Court to start the day. Therese, Audrey, and Nicole all 1-2 together at SC. And the 2 championships before that, Sarah Sponcil with UCLA. We are going to take our side switch, 9-19. Holly McPeak, as you heard DJ Rouchet say, over 70 victories in her illustrious career on the international and AVP tours combined. She's played in more professional beach volleyball tournaments than any other woman in history. Over 330 events for Holly McPeak. 20-9 as Sarah Sponcil hammers into the angle. She'll go back to serve, looking to keep the Nourses in single digits here in set number 1. Ooh, a little jump set. I like it from Nicole. But Sarah kept alive. Therese thought it was going over. Sarah's like, come on, partner. Love that jump set from Nicole. Tricky. And that is going to be the final kill of set number 1, 21-10. Sarah Sponcil and Therese Cannon starting off their Manhattan Beach Open weekend just the way they wanted. Set number 2 coming back. This is the first of 10 matches on a gorgeous Friday in Manhattan Beach.
The AVP is brought to you by White Claw Hard Seltzer. By Waikea Hawaiian Volcanic Water. Live Aloha. Drink Waikea at waikea.com. By KT Tape, helping athletes of all levels train longer and finish stronger. By Monkey Knife Fight. No math, no salary caps. Just daily fantasy player props. Sign up now at monkeyknifefight.com. And by Clean Skin. High performance sunscreen and skincare products for the outdoor lifestyle.
At Corner Bakery, we're making your choice simple with Choose 2 options every day. Choose 2 of your favorites and turn a simple lunch into a perfectly paired meal. And we're not talking about a few Choose 2 options. Pair up any sandwich or panini, any cafe fresh salad or warm simmering soup, or any pan sauteed pasta. So many kitchen crafted options, so little time. Your perfect Choose 2 combination is waiting at the Corner Bakery.
Dear mainland, aloha. My brother and I hear that most of you only disable your phones when you fly. You call it airplane mode. But maybe you don't have to get on a plane to get away, yeah? Allow my brother to demonstrate. You know what we call this? Kona mode. One life, right? Mahalo. Longboard Island Lager and Big Wave Golden Ale from Kona Brewing.
Those radio gym shorts that you have from college, they're done. Get them out of here. It's time to upgrade your short game with the one from Fabletics, man.
We love them. Your girlfriend will be stealing these. They're the best.
This fabric fixes another major issue, fit.
It's got this crazy stretch to it that looks so cute when I do my yoga or errands or like literally anything. They're the most comfortable, best feeling luxe-tastic fabric that we have ever worn.
It's the choices we make that define us.
Try and Trevor's coming off a tough, heartbreaking loss.
And ultimately, the enemy is within. Some people want it, some wish for it, but others make it happen.
Try and Trevor's super lethal, bringing fire and passion to the court.
How will you take charge?
Yes, the famous aquarium on the end of the Manhattan Beach Pier. As we check out the Valley Set 1 stats dominated by Cannon and Sponcil. 21-10, 538 hitting percentage compared to 185 for Nourse and Nourse. A few aces for Cannon and Sponcil as well. Therese didn't have any stuff blocks at the net, but affected the offense plenty of Nourse and Nourse. Audrey and Nicole got the first kill here in set number 2, and Sponcil gets the second. 1-1. Playing best 2 out of 3 sets. If we get to a third, if Nourse and Nourse win this one, we'll play to 15 in set number 3 to move on. Off the shoulder. Now that is not something you see very often. An ace serve off of the shoulder, and you know, in the women's game, the net's about 8 inches lower than the guys, which makes passing the ball much tougher in the women's game, especially when you got low floaters like those couple coming from Therese, Cannon. That first one, it sunk and then it raised a little bit, which is why it went off of Audrey's shoulder, and then she put a little bit of spin on that one, which sunk on Nicole. So 2 straight aces for Therese Cannon. This one, changing it up to the sideline. Great job by Audrey to stick with it. The touch by Therese, look at that, affecting the play. She goes with the left. It's dug back over the net for the kill. And having to deal with that serve from Therese Cannon, any way they can find a way to get the ball to the sand, whether it was designed or not, the Nourses will absolutely take it. It's 2-3. Chiseling off the edge of the block is Sarah Sponcil. The Sponcils are in the crowd, the family coming in from Phoenix. Therese has got some family here as well. And I'm sure the Nourse is just coming up from Newport Beach. We'll have some fans also. Therese Cannon also has a twin in attendance. Audrey and Nicole Nourse, not the only ones. Marin Cannon, Therese's twin sister, is in the crowd. Got called out by DJ Rouchet on the mic just a couple minutes ago. Sarah Sponcil dials that one in right on the edge of the sideline. Therese also has a sister named Hannah, and Hannah Cannon is a fantastic name. Well done, Therese's parents. Hannah Cannon. It's got a great ring to it. That serve is out of bounds, just off the corner, 4-5. So different start here in set number 2 than we had in the first. In the first, after the Nourses got the first point, Cannon and Sponcil got 7 straight, maybe even 8. I think it was think it was 7 in a row before the Nourses got another side out. Nobody at the net, and that is an awesome swing by Sarah Sponcil. Barely misses the antenna. The antenna is the extension up the net. It goes 3 feet higher than the top of the net. The red and white poles that go on either side of the net, and that swing just missed the antenna to stay inside the court, whereas that swing just into the top of the tape won't clear, and it's 7-4. Ooh, on 2, just out of reach. Sponcil saw it just a little bit too late, almost made it there. But it was in the exact spot it needed to be, 5-7. "14 digs from Sarah Sponcil as she gets her tracker reconnected from her partner. Really making the Nourses work on offense. Therese at the net and Sarah behind her. To the right side, the back set is perfect. And they are clicking on offense and defense. Sarah all over that one. That was the designed play on defense, showing that Sarah was going to dig in the angle. Runs into the line. This time, the right hand of Therese Cannon is in the line. And this time, the left hand is in the seam for the stuff. We're switching sides at your basic workday, 9-5 here in set number 2. Therese and Sarah looking for smooth sailing here in their first match. Winner will take on the winner of Davis Van Gunst, Gaffney Rice in set number 1. Jess Gaffney and Megan Rice in their first event together. 21-15. Just getting underway in set 2. Aurora Davis and Tegan Van Gunst lead 4-2. Winners get the winners, losers get the losers. The ace serve, another for Therese Cannon. And how many aces? That is 6 aces for Cannon. She had 3 in set number 1, now 3 in set number 2. Deep one, too deep. Her second missed serve of set number 2, but you're fine with a missed serve. If you've got 6 aces and 3 missed serves, that's a good ratio. Anybody's going to be taking that one. That serve goes out of bounds as well. We trade missed serves. It's 11-6. So in the 32-team bracket, you got to win 4 matches to make it to the semifinals. That's if you're going through the winner's bracket. Let's see, what would the loser of this match have to do to get to the semifinals? Therese for 12. Let's see, if you lost the first match here, you go to the first round of the contenders bracket. That would be the 25th place round, which means loser of the first round of the contenders bracket. If you lose your first 2 matches, you get 25th place. Oh, you go, I go, nobody goes. The ace serve, Sarah Sponcil. We're going to take a timeout, an early team timeout again, 13-6 from Nourse and Nourse. If you lose your first match, you would have to win the 25th place round, the 17th place round, the 13th place round, the 9th, the 7th, and the 5th. So you'd have to win 6 matches to even make it to the semifinals. And if you win the semis and get to the finals, your max number of matches would be 9. Whereas your minimum number of matches to win the Manhattan Beach Open would be 6 if you win 4 in the winner's bracket and the semis and finals. 2 matches are what they're looking to play today. Davy, along with Sarah Sponcil and Therese Cannon. Scott Davenport, also the coach of the #1 seed on the men's side. Theo Brunner and Kame Schalk, who are playing their first match on outer court number 1, 21-14 in the first. Now 15-6. They're in control of set number 2 against Frank Field and Tal Shavit, who came through the qualifier yesterday. Davy doing something right. Scott Davenport, Theo Kame, Sarah Therese, the top seeds here in Manhattan. Therese's Bally player stats, a couple of digs, a couple of blocks, but the big one is those 6 aces and the controlled blocks at the net as well. How much she is affecting the offense of Nourse and Nourse at the net and from the service line. Your first point of attack is from the service line. My coach in junior college at Santa Monica College, Johnny Mayer, also an AVP pro, now coach, always said the serve, you know, don't take the serve lightly, be aggressive. It's your first chance to attack. You have got the first opportunity to attack. A lot of people see, you know, the best point scoring opportunity if you're receiving serve, which is true, but if you go with the mindset of I'm the first one that has a chance to put the ball away from the service line, you might earn a lot more points, which is going to put you in a real good place. We're going to switch sides and take a technical timeout. We'll switch sides after the timeout. It is 14-7, Cannon and Sponcil. Up by 7 with 7 to go. This is the second of 3 Gold Series events. The first in Atlanta a couple weeks ago. After this one, we'll take a week off and go to Chicago for what has been the championships for a number of years. But now it's the final Gold Series event leading into the Phoenix Championships, where Sarah Sponcil hopes to show off at home. She's got 16 digs, an ace, and a service error. Keeping it light, keeping it loose in that box. In this box, Holly McPeak says you got to stay aggressive. When you're taking on the number 1 seed, who is just clicking, pretty much your only chance is to try to get them in trouble from the service line on offense. Don't give them any easy points. Now, of course, if you're being aggressive on the serve, a missed serve is an easy point, but so is an easy floater that's right in their lap. That's a real good serve, making Sarah focus and move to her right and stick with it. She does find a way to get the kill, though. Boy, she was tracking that one all the way to the sideline. That would have been right on the line. Great serve. But Sponcil feeling it. 15-7. Therese Cannon with her 6 aces. She'll stay aggressive. Well, actually, that one ended up being a pretty easy one for Audrey, and she gets the kill in the hard angle. I imagine they'll keep the serve on Sarah. Audrey Nourse, you see those packs on the back of the uniforms, keeping track of how far these players are traveling, how high they're jumping. About 3,400 feet, as you see there, for Audrey Nourse, already covering a lot of distance. It is 16-8. Short float serve won't quite clear the net. Couple of missed serves. It's 9-16. Another great serve to the sideline, just like she did last time to Sarah. Sarah was there for it, but the double contact, first double contact of the MBO called against Therese Cannon. When you're setting the ball with your hands and the refs determine that it contacts your 2 hands at separate times, which is often, not always, but often designated by some spin on the ball, a little bit too much spin from Therese on that one. The double contact, one of the more, well, it's sort of controversial, really, because some people like to call it a little tighter than others. It's the biggest judgment call in the game of beach volleyball. Ripping away through the hands, field goal, that one. Also taking the hat off of Therese Cannon. We're going to switch sides. Audrey and Nicole, 11 looking at 17. There's a good chance that the teams matched up to play these two out on court number 2. Gaffney Rice, Davis Van Gunst. Good chance they're going to be going to a third set early on here in Manhattan Beach, as Davis and Van Gunst lead 12-6 in the second. Back to serve, the righty Audrey Nourse. Oh man, what an angle around the block goes Sarah Sponcil. She was chased into the middle of the court, so Nicole, the lefty at the net, sort of dove into the sharp angle. Didn't think that Sarah was going to be able to get around her, but she does. Sarah Sponcil, 40 max jumps here in their first match, covering almost 4,000 feet of distance. And Audrey, again, around the block. Teresa's like, if I would have spread my left arm out a little more, I would have covered the space that she went to. Great swing. Nicole Nourse using the equipment, Sarah all over it, and then laying out for the dig. Man, fantastic rally, keeping the ball alive from both these teams. And a chance to turn the real point, Nicole, but no, another cutty that Sarah is all over, and then hammers up the middle for 19-12. The crowd likes the great rally ended by Sarah Sponcil.
Thank you.
Nobody at the net, and then right up the middle is never a bad swing. Deep middle. Ace number 7 for Therese Cannon, and it is match point. 2012 for the top team here in Manhattan. That one won't quite clear the net. 13-20. A side out for Therese and Sarah. And they'll take the match. Nourse and Nourse. Looking to do something real special. They would need 7 points in a row on their serve, and it's going to end with another serve into the net. 21-10, 21-13. Sarah Sponcil and Therese Cannon. They'll take on the winner of the 16 versus 17, Davis Van Gunst, Gaffney Rice. They're in the technical timeout, 12-9 for Davis Van Gunst, as they look to push it to set number 3. Loser of that match will take on Nourse and Nourse. They'll be in the 25th place round. Also playing, I do believe, at 11 a.m. You can check out avp.com/brackets to find out where your favorite team is playing next, as we track the tournament live for you here in Manhattan Beach. Really, from start to finish, it was Sarah Sponcil on defense, Therese at the net. Both these players, such good setters, were putting the ball in perfect spots. They actually went up 7-1 and then 12-2. And it was really wire to wire. Therese Cannon was extending that right arm on the attack. Real hard to stop. And at the net as well, as we see the stuff there into the sharp angle. Sarah Sponcil behind the big block was reading the game really well, and had a couple big swings like that one late in the match. And they would finish it up. Your Bally match stats: 26 kills to 15, a 610 hitting percentage is absolutely massive, especially compared to a 250. So Therese Cannon and Sarah Sponcil look to get their name on the Manhattan Beach Pier. They start off well here at the south side of the pier. They'll be up again on Stadium in just a few hours.